Hi, my name is Eugene. I'm currently an interaction designer working at Google Daydream. My mom thinks of me as new in the matrix, and she also thinks I'm working as a software developer. I blame it all on the amazing CG rendering of Hollywood sci-fi films that I feel like a lot of times the idea of augmented reality is fantasized. And I think that's the reason why my mom thinks of me as Neo in the Matrix. Actually, I think it is completely the opposite of what people think of AR is. I think AR is in literally peeking over its horizon, and we're dealing with a lot of technical constraints and limitations. However, I feel like with the development and advancement of not only the tech itself, but also the hardware, there are a clear path for us to introduce more advanced AR interactions. I think there are multiple UX challenges that we're facing with augmented reality, but speaking from a design perspective specifically, one thing is that we are trying to train users into a model of understanding AR and getting comfortable interacting with AR objects. I think a lot of times the design inspiration comes either from our interaction in real world in our day-to-day or our interactions with 2D interfaces. However, there's one step missing for us to help users construct and bridge the gap between 2D application and migrating from that to AR applications. Google is one of the very few companies who have introduced its own developer platform, which enables designers who work on AR at Google to have much bigger capacity to make an impact. I think that's one of the beauty working on a platform UX design team myself. I think you get a lot of chance to directly influence how people prototype and create AR experiences, and that will, in a long run, affect how users interact with AR as well. I'm actually very interested in a lot of AR interactions with haptic feedback. This is something that I'm really interested in exploring in my personal time. I really love the part of my work where I get to be really blue sky in concepting. Like I mentioned earlier, I think the inspirations of design for AR is a lot of times drawn from real world and from art, from how we interact day to day, and also from like traditional 2D design. So there's a lot of opportunities for you to go beyond 2D design mindset. That is a luxury for designers to have at work. Pure imagination is also, for me, is also relevant to evoking a strong user emotion. That is something that I think AR does a really good job at as well. AR is, for me, is a great storytelling tool compared to other 2D applications because it is actually actively incorporating user involvement in a very invigorating way. I think my favorite FITC moment is to get to meet with a lot of friends who I already know from the industry and also get introduced to people as my new friend who are interested in either design for AR or just interaction design in general. I think meeting with new people is the best way to come up with new ideas and also help you articulate and organize your thoughts about the current work that you're doing as well. But one thing that I'm really excited about for my career is I want to see how my career path will align with the development and involvement of immersive technology. I'm really excited to see those two technologies be more merged into people's day-to-day, and I'm looking forward to see that happen with the marriage between the technology itself and hardwares. The biggest challenge that I'm facing with my career at this point is very relevant to the type of work I do, which is AR technology. I think the technology is not on par with the level of fidelity of ideas that we have as designers. However, I also see this as the exciting part of my work, being able to leverage the strength of AR and designing for its weakness. I think of FITC through two different lenses. One of them is this physical conference where it hosts people from across the globe to exchange their ideas and creativity. However, I do feel like people walk away with FITC as a sort of passion and a sort of concept and that they can take away from this conference, where it literally gets to carry over into their day-to-day as a source of energy and a source of inspiration that sparks creativity in their life.